Listen, always on point like an arrow, never off key. I'm a tough girl, but for one, I'm a softie. Screw face, see me on the road, never cross me. Smile cause I'm a boss bee, and I'm bossy. Brownie, edible, sexy, incredible. You rate me, so I know that I'm credible. Always on. Hey, my lovelies. Hey, ASANTENATION. Hey, my girlies. I'm not gonna lie, self-worth is really important. Looking after yourself is really important. And making sure that you are always being the best version of yourself is important, because you see, this era, we're gonna call it the glow up diaries. I've been seeing it on YouTube and I'm like, you know what, yeah, I literally feel like I'm in my glow up era, because I've been really taking care of myself, making sure that, you know, I'm finding the right makeup for my face, all of that good stuff. I also want to say, like, I'm really proud of myself because I really stuck on my wig by myself. And we know in the past, you know, people been trying to get at me for my black box when my wig wasn't looking that nice. But your girl is working on herself, and you can see that because I'm literally taking care of my hair, my skin. I'm washing my brushes for my makeup, all of that good stuff. Now, I'm actually like, it's giving. I don't actually specialize in doing hair, or like, I've always been good at makeup, but I just think when the internet first got to know me, they didn't really know me. Do you know what I mean? They knew the depressed me. They knew the one that didn't really care about what she looks like. The one that wasn't doing self-love. The one that wasn't really in her feminine energy. And I think I'm more in my feminine energy because I just said one day, like, it's time to put yourself first and stop thinking about everybody else and being good for everybody else and looking out for everybody else all the time, and start looking out for yourself, girl. I am back with another video. I thought, you know what, yeah, let me not even think about like views and, oh my gosh, let me get to 1K before I release another video. I feel like a lot of people just want to see me. They want to see consistency, and I have been taking some notes. Your girl's been taking some notes, and this one is a bit more vulnerable. And I know that sometimes when you go on the internet, you're vulnerable. It can backfire. That's why I'm very careful about what I share now. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to shout out Dossier. Hopefully I'm saying it right, guys. Dossier are an amazing perfume brand, and they're really inspired by like Bay brand, some amazing fragrances. Now, if you don't know about Dossier, let me give you guys a bit of context. They have perfected over 100 plus luxury fragrances. So I don't know what's in here. I remember picking 3 different perfumes, and hopefully they put the 3 that I picked. Even if they didn't, I've heard some amazing things about this company. I'm so happy that they reached out to me. I feel very, very special because I have heard that their perfumes are like, they smell so nice, they're long lasting. I have not worn it yet, and you know your girl, I'm very honest, so I want this review to be as so, you know, our favorite perfumes, they've made their own little flavor to it. Basically, I've heard their perfumes are just beautiful and they all smell nice and they have amazing bestsellers, but I just thought, you know what, let's see what it's saying. I wanted to be really honest because I haven't actually opened it, so I wanted to have like a natural reaction. I'm not gonna pretend that this is a paid review and I'm like, oh yeah, it smells so nice when it smells like shit. No. So yeah, shout out to them. They have a lot of followers, they have a lot of reach, and they're doing really amazing. So shout out to Dossier. I don't want to do all of the opening on camera because my nails were really making me struggle. But let's start with the Ambery Vanilla. Now, I'm a vanilla babe. Like, I love vanilla. I love everything to do with vanilla. So let's try this and see what this is saying. So let's put this like, oh snap. What? No way. Oh my gosh, this is giving, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, to me it don't smell like that vanilla. It's giving strawberries to me, and I love strawberries. I think when it like sinks in, then you smell the vanilla like later, but not straight away. And I'm not gonna lie, it smells so stuff. I can't explain, it's like it just melts into your body. Shit, I'm gonna use this to spray my room after, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Okay, Dossier. The next one that I've got is Ambery Cherry. Yeah. And you know what? I'm a cherry babe. Like, I mean, I don't eat cherries. I mean, my babes can feed me cherries if you want. But let's go for the Ambery Cherry. Let me put this one over here. I'm a fruit babe. I like fruity stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. This, why does this smell like Mads? Why does this smell? Mads, you need to smell this. This smells like, I'm actually seeing Mads today. I'm gonna let him smell this. Mads always smells nice, but he's a gatekeeper. But he always smells nice. And it smells like Mads. This is giving like a gingery type of like, I don't know, it's giving gingery, tropical. It's giving like, come here. That like, you know, it's quite sensual, this. I feel like this perfume is giving like, I know you can smell me, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a bad bee after spraying that. Like, I mean, I'm already bad bee, but I just feel very like, I can't explain it. Like, it's giving like, now which one was that called again? Ambery Cherry. So far, I didn't actually expect, no, you need to stay still. Listen. But right now, 2 out of 3 I'm loving. Last one is Fruity Jasmine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, is it just me that anything to do with scents and it's called jasmine, you just know it's gonna bang? Like, is it just me? Like, I don't know. Every like no, you need to stop. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much to Dossier, because you know your girls kind of spoil and they actually gave me the 3 that I actually selected in the emails, so I'm very, very grateful. So thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. I'm just hoping that I like 3 out of 3, because I'm not gonna give you no fake review. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I don't like it, I'm gonna let you guys know I don't like it. And so far, so amazing. Fruity Jasmine, where am I gonna put you? Let's put you here. Oh, this is eating. This is eating. Wait, hold on, guys. Wait. Let me put this here. Oh my god. No, guys. No. No, surely Dossier, you guys have some like faults. How could 3 of them bang? Like, no. I'm not gonna lie, sorry to Ambery Cherry and Ambery Vanilla. You guys have lost. Unfortunately, this is my favorite now. Fruity, I just knew, I told you guys. Anything to do with Jasmine, that name, is just, do you know what it's giving? It smells like Chloe perfume. And Chloe's my favorite perfume. So the fact that this smells like Chloe, sorry, it's eliminated the last 2. I mean, the last 2 is so beautiful. I can still smell them, and I'm not gonna lie, putting them all together, it smells, it's giving like, bruh, who's that? Like, who's smelling like that? I know, like, when I go out now, people are gonna be like, nah, who's smelling like that? Or if someone hugs me, they're gonna be hugging me for bare long, because they're gonna be like, you smell nice. 10 out of 10. Shout out to Dossier. Guys, if you want the same ones that I have, and I know that you guys trust me with reviews, I get people customers, whether that is food, whether that is clothes, you guys know. If you guys want the exact ones that I have, which is Fruity Jasmine, Ambery Cherry, and Ambery Vanilla, I'm gonna put the link down below in my description box, so make sure that you guys check that out. Thank you so much to Dossier. Let's get straight into the video. So I had to pick up my belly. We don't want any belly rolls. Now, for those that don't know me, my name is Abigail Asante. I am a rapper, singer, dancer, entrepreneur. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm an athlete. I do everything. Literally, God blessed me. And I just wanted to do a video based on like, because I know that these used to be really popular when I used to do YouTube. So I thought, you know what, let me bring the advice back, you know. So first, I just wanted to bring back advice, because I know a lot of people know that, you know, your girl's a mentor and I do give amazing advice. So I'm out of the way. I know a lot of people always ask me about my nails. There are press-ons. Yeah, I got them from AliExpress, but I can't really give the link because they're like different ones. Like, I just put like a random selection on. But yeah, I just wanted to base this video on being quite vulnerable, but also giving you guys tips on how to love yourself, and just also answering difficult questions, and, you know, let you guys know how I have managed to still be alive, because I thought I was going to die in January, and I will get back into how and why. So when who is that up there, bruv? Why? I'm trying to record and there's going to be an earthquake up there. Why? Anyway, so when I started music, I had never smoked. I'm not really a drinker, so it's like smoking was very foreign to me. Like, I didn't know what it felt like. I didn't know what it meant. Jesse! I'm trying to practice being calm, but he's not helping. When I started music, it was a lot for me, you know. Like, I rose to fame overnight, and yeah, smoking was very foreign to me, and I was introduced to it. I was around it a lot when I started music, and long story short, one day I smoked and I was like, bruh, shit. I remember around the same time, me and my music partner at the time, we experienced loud at the same time, and we were like, bro, this feeling is lit. Like, it's like escapism. It just felt like you were in space. Like, it just felt beautiful, and we just kind of got addicted to the feeling, and we just continued to do it more often. But like, we didn't become addicts, but like, we liked the feeling. Now fast forward, that was like 6 years ago. Like, growing up, like, I've gone through so much trauma, I've gone through so much betrayal, and I've gone through so much pain, and I think it's never changed how big my heart is. I will always stick to who I am, and just loving people and just showing people love and being nurturing and looking out for people. That's just my personality. Like, I don't think that's something I could change about myself. But I just think my problem was I never put myself first, and it's only like as of recently where I've started to put myself first, and I can see the difference in like even my appearance, even the way I respond to certain things, even when I see like people chatting shit about me on the internet, like just how I respond or how I channel my energy into certain things that are a priority. And I think like it's so important to like try and step into your feminine energy. And I realized the reason why I wasn't in my feminine energy was because like I went through so much heartbreak and betrayal and abuse, and it was like I turned into like this very dominant person. I'm still quite dominant, but I feel like I became more in my like masculine energy, where like, you know, I became like a mini gangster. Like, I didn't take shit from no one. I'm abnormally strong as well. I don't know why God gave me that strength, but that's why I don't like to fight people. I try my best to not get into fights, because I remember what happened the last time I had an encounter, a physical encounter, and I could have been in prison. I'm not gonna lie, because that person didn't get up for like half an hour, and I actually thought that person was dead. Like, now where's this roll going? Yeah, do you know, I don't care. I think a lot of my life, like, I've been through a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and I just think maybe I channeled it in the wrong way. I became more of a tomboy, and I just didn't take rubbish from people. Like, I just became an angry person. And obviously, like, even though, you know, we made history in drill music, the first two females to pass 3 million views, 3 million streams in drill music history. Even being around drill, it made me more masculine. It just made me more gangsterish. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time I was going through a lot, so I didn't really care about my appearance, and I didn't come out of my house. So it's a thing where when people see me now, they're thinking, since when did she look like this? But I think it's more to do with the fact that now I'm looking after myself. I'm taking time to do my hair. I'm taking time to, you know, stick on my press-ons properly, because before I used to just put them on, and sometimes I'll be popping off in parties. I'm thinking, Abigail, you can't be moving like that. I just didn't really care. I think it's important to know your worth as well. Like, for me, I've always wanted to Google my name and see pictures. Like, that's something I dreamt of as a young girl. So the fact that I can do that now, I just knew that, listen, if any guy tries to come in my life, yeah, I have to just remind them who they're talking to. If they try and like be disrespectful or think that they can like leave, well, I'm like, firstly, you can leave, because I'm the catch. And I think that's like really important. I think girls need to know their worth. That's number one. And it sounds so cliche about know your worth, know your worth. But if you feel like you're ugly and you're not attractive, work on it. Work on yourself, because you're gonna try and look for validation from men, and that's the worst thing to do. I don't need a man to tell me that I'm a painting. Do you get it? I don't need no guy to tell me. I don't need no guy to tell me that man's a painting. Do you get it? Before, I think when I was a bit younger, like maybe for the past 3 years, I feel like I've been working on myself, but I feel like girls really look for validation in men, and I think I used to be one of them people, so I understand it. But I feel like you need to take time to love yourself, and I know you've probably heard that so many times, but it's important. So for me, what I started to do, the reason why my makeup pops even more now is because I started taking care of like the underneath, which is my actual skin. I started doing skincare. I started trying and error and trying to see what works for my skin. So when my skin is flawless, my makeup's going to be even more flawless. And then what I started to do, unfortunately, because I went through a lot of colorism, hence why I have my dark and lovely tattoo right here, I used to want to be a bit lighter. So instead of like, for example, with MAC, my skin color is actually like NW50. I used to get NW45 because it was just like a tiny bit lighter, and I just never used to embrace my skin color because I used to get like called really mean names. People used to compare me to baboons, people used to compare me to gorillas, people used to compare me to so many things, especially when I was in a duo, like the darker one, and people always say, why she always talk about her skin color, whatever. Sorry, do you have my phone? Do you know what I've been through? Do you know what comments I had to wake up to every single day? You don't know what that feels like. So don't come and tell me, oh yeah, she's always playing victim. Bro, are you mad? Who are you? You don't know what I have to see and what I have to go through and the strength that I need to have to even still be alive today. Do you get it? Hence why I decided to get a dark and lovely tattoo, because I actually love being dark skinned, and I can't believe I allowed the internet to make me feel like I shouldn't be proud that I'm dark skinned. Like the fact that I was brainwashed when I became like known that my skin color is not beautiful is crazy. And when I look back, I'm like, raw, like I really didn't love myself, because if I did, I would not have second doubts about my skin color. So I would just say, if you're dark skinned, please embrace it, because you know they call us the melanin, and we are beautiful, and we are chocolate, and we are made from the Most High. Another thing that I've started to do, obviously I used to be very cold with men, and I never used to allow guys to come into my life. Like I just used to I don't take guys seriously. That's the thing about me. And it was just recently, I think 2 years ago, I feel like I fell in love. That same person, long story short, came back earlier this year. It got complicated. Now we don't talk at all. Life goes on. I feel like I was crying for some days, and then I was just like, what the fuck, hold on, why the hell am I crying? If it was meant to be, it will be. And I don't like people that don't really pause to take responsibilities to see where they went wrong and like own up to that, you know, and pride gets in the way. But I'm not gonna like spread too much attention onto that, because you see me, I'm a beautiful girl, and when one door closes, another one opens. So but even during that period, I started to get to know somebody new, in the gap that I didn't speak to the person that I fell in love with, because it just got complicated. And during that time, that's around the times when I was like doing back chat as well, and the person that I started chatting to is such a beautiful soul. And yeah, up until this day, we are still talking. And am I single? Yes. I don't rush things, because I date to marry. I don't date to do crankum stuff. And the fact that I've been single since I was 18, I don't know how it actually feels to be in a relationship in my 20s. So, but then I said to myself, because I'm someone that I preserve my body a lot, I don't just give myself away. Unless it's God, unless it's the gospel song, I give myself away. I ain't gonna give my body away to just anybody. And I know what type of heart I have. I feel like I'm like 1 in a million in terms of like even girlfriend material, and I just feel like not just any guy deserves that. So for me, that's why I'm still single, because I like to observe for some time. I like to see them angry, I like to see them frustrated. You need to see guys in all seasons. You can't just think, oh, they're sweet, and you've met them and they're doing romance, and then you think, oh yeah, that's the one. No, that is not the one. Calm the fuck down. You need to observe them when they're angry, when they're upset, how they deal with situations, how they approach you. Do they hold a door for you? Do they value you? Do they call you? Do they check on you? Do they ask you about your mental health? Do they ask you about your future plans? Do they ask you about what you want to be? Do they fit into your narrative of your future? Does it make sense? You have to ask yourself these questions. And for me, because I know my worth and I know where my life is going, and I know what type of person I am, because it's not easy dating a rapper, do you get it? You have to have some sort of confidence, some sort of like, I'm not going to say you need to be rich, because for me, I don't really care how much money you have. But you need to like know how to look after me. Like, I look after myself at the end of the day, but I want to know that like you can look after me if it came down to it, or look after us, because I'm gonna look after you too. And I just think I just started looking after myself and making time for myself and getting closer to God, you know, using free scriptures every morning in order to set my morning right. I got a diffuser as well that makes my room smell really beautiful and flowery in the morning, so it releases that positive energy from the morning. Like your room's really important. And as you guys saw, if you have watched my first video, I gave a little room tour about how my room is. As some of y'all know, I got my face on my pillows and my bed sheets because I love myself so much. And you know, I like to put positive affirmations. Like I got a positive affirmation up there. If you guys want to see my room, just go on the other video, which is my Spain vlog. But I created my room in a way where I feel happy when I wake up. I invested in my bed. I got an orthopedic bed, which means that it's just really good for your back, or like it just makes you sink. Like when you sleep, it just makes you sink. And I think that's a problem as well, because I find it so hard to wake up in the morning. Like it's such a struggle for me. But I just really invested in my room because I'm a homebody. Like I love to stay at home. Obviously, as of recently, I've started to go out to more industry events, network, so that people actually know me and actually get to know me. I don't think I'm this scary person or this person that loves controversy, because that's not me. Like I just think I'm probably the most misunderstood person. Even coming back on YouTube is gonna show people what I'm actually like, because real recognizes real at the end of the day. And the type of person I am, I don't care if like you don't like me. If you needed help, I will help you. And I started to see a couple things on the internet or my name being mentioned in certain things that are lies as well, and I'm just like, I'm not even gonna address this, because this is how people want to get my attention and get clout, and I'm not going to give it to them, you know, because I've got lines to learn, films to be in, and money to make. Do you get it? I do not feed into negativity. I don't like negativity at all. I never have, to be honest. And I'm not going to entertain it. Okay. People take the mick because they know I'm very giving and I'm very like forgiving. But yeah, I'm always going to be a lovely person. That's not going to change. Hence why I got lovely tied over here. But I just think self-love is so important as well. Loving yourself, knowing yourself. In 2021 I got pregnant, and that was one of the like hardest years of my life, because if you know me, pregnancy is my worst fear. And I did do a video and I did end up deleting it because I just felt like a lot of people used that to troll me, and that is not something I play about with, because around that time it was extremely hard for me. I did not want to be here anymore. I didn't talk much about what actually happened to me. I thought I was going to in part 2, but when part 1 hit 10k views so quickly, I was like, right, people really love gossip. They don't really care about you. They just want to hear the bad things that's going on in your life. And I realized that I had a lot of trolls that were like, oh, you lost your baby, all of this stuff that people didn't actually know what happened. And I'm so glad I didn't do a part 2, because I felt like people were waiting to troll me about my child. And so for me, yes, like I'm not pregnant anymore. Obviously something happened that I'm not gonna talk about, but I think mental health is very important. Like people need to start shedding more light on mental health, because it can actually kill you. I want to meet people that are like me. Like, where are they? Where are the normal people? Like, where are the people that don't want to like have ill intentions, or they're not envious of you, or you know? I was proper like, but luckily, shout out to my girl Angel. Angel was with me during everything that I went through around that time. And it really affected me, because it affected my music, it affected my mental health. It gave me writer's block. I just didn't want to do music anymore. I was just like, what am I going to do? Like, I've gone through this traumatic thing. People saw part 1, started trolling me. So a lot of people were supportive. A lot of girls had questions about pregnancy and how it felt and all this stuff. The pregnancy was difficult. I remember when I found out, this was my first test, and I was like, bro, I got this from the pound store. There must be some sort of glitch. But it was actually real. And when I first found out, I was 5 weeks and 4 days. And I was like, I remember when my friend told me, like, yo, Abigail, you've been complaining about your period not coming for like 2 months now. And I was like, 2 months? Shit, girl, you was tripping. It hasn't been 2 months, like, come on. And it was and yeah, it was just it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie, like it was difficult still. And like I don't think I'll ever really talk about what happened. And I remember the person that was the father was not supportive, and that was also like my friend at the time, and I was very vulnerable at the time, because I think it was around the times where I was still healing from the duo split, and he was just really there for me, and just like coming to my house every night, outside his car, my favorite gifts, my favorite sweets. But I just felt safe, and he's still my G until this day. But it's like, it was really toxic around that time, and I was smoking a lot around that time as well. I didn't know I was pregnant, and it really affected me. And I'm glad I'm not a mother right now, I'm not gonna lie, because I want to have it with the right person, and I want to have it like at a time where I'm ready for it. But you know, I'm someone that I love kids, do you get it? So my situation's quite sad, but I don't want to talk about it. It's alright, you know. I know people are gonna be like, why did you bring it up? Shut the fuck up. Why are you here? Like, go away. I want this channel to be very positive. I don't want the trolling stuff, otherwise I'll just block you. I want this video to come to an end now. We'll come to the end. But yeah, oh yeah, by the way, every week I'm gonna pick a subscriber in the comment section to gift, like a gift to. So yeah, I think my last video, I don't think I picked someone in the comments. I'm just gonna pick someone at random in the comments to gift. Like, literally, I don't know who everyone is, but I would say I don't know who to pick. Let me just pick. I don't know who this is. User WH4UX9KV1Z. I don't know who you are, but please DM me or find me. You have won a free gift from Abigail. Please claim your prize, because every week I'm going to look at the comments and pick someone at random who I'm going to gift, and I'm going to get them to also give me a review as well, because I want them to know that the gift is real. This ain't no, oh yeah, you're going to get a gift and you don't get a gift. No, you will get the gift. So make sure you reach out to me so that I can send it to you, so that you can like do like a mini review as well when you do get the gift, so that I can put in my next video. I think my next video is going to be about my horror stories in Northampton. Now, if you guys know me from like back in the days, you know I had some horror stories about Northampton and the University of Northampton, and the fact that I had to leave in first year because of this reason, that my university was haunted. And if you guys, some people reached out to me as well because they felt like they couldn't open up to anybody about the experiences they went through and the paranormal activity stuff they went through when they went to Northampton. But I went through some real spiritual shit in that place. But my next video is probably going to be about that. But guys, don't forget, your girl is releasing on Wednesday Odobra with Young Zeus. It's going to be on my channel, so make sure you guys share that when that comes out. And I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you are not subscribed, you know what to do. Subscribe to your girly. Shout out to my girlie. Shout out to Asante Nation. It's your girl Abigail Asante. And if you don't know, get to know, and I will see you in the next video.